So good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the wedding reception for Mr. and Mrs. Hamblin. Just a bit of a pause for effect there, because I'm assuming there was a bit of a whooping and cheering and clapping, etc. So if there wasn't, then maybe there's a bit of a 5-second pause now for a bit of whooping and cheering and clapping. So okay, that's enough. Good. I hope that worked out. Anyway. So, Dominic. This is my chance to get you back, mate, isn't it? Well, I say get you back. 32 years I've known Dominic for. First met him at junior school. And yeah, ever since the day I met him, I think pretty much he's been the cheeky cherub that we all know today. He's helped me through an awful lot. He's been a great mate. He's always been there for me. And, you know, I've got a lot to be thankful for in terms of having him as a friend. So, anyway, before everyone starts crying and all that sort of stuff, just sort of say, I didn't make this video because I wanted to be clever or anything like that. No, it's because I felt like I wanted to have a few beers and probably would say a few things that I might regret, or that he might regret me saying at some point. So I felt it would be nicer if I could have a couple of beers with everybody and just watch this and have a laugh and all that sort of stuff, you know. So this is a bit of a tribute to you, Dom. You know, obviously I was saying I've known you for a long time, and I bumped into a few people recently who've known you for a while too, and I thought I'd kind of have a chat with them and find out what they knew about you. So just sit back and have a little watch of this.
I've known Dom for 16 years. I met him in 1995. He was living in Southsea with John, Gareth and Anthony.
I've known Dom for about 18 years, and we met down the Cuckoo Pint in Stubbington.
Well, I've known Dominic for about 34 years. That's a long time.
At university, in some sort of thermofluids lecture, in probably 94.
I've known Dom for about 15 years. I met him whilst he was house sharing with Tony Homewood.
I've known Dominic since 1986, and we met when we first started Royal Hospital School, boarding school, and we've been friends ever since.
I'd have to say, for the first few years of me knowing Dom, I'm not quite sure how much of that he would remember, as he spent most of the time either revising or drunk.
31 years I've known Dom, and I met him at Fareham Infant School.
I haven't seen him for a long time, but we first met when we were born. We were very close, very attached to each other.
That's nice, isn't it? Lots of people with fond memories. Sure that I've caught up with a couple of people there that you didn't expect me to bump into. I thought that I would ask all those people if they felt like you had any annoying habits, and this is what they said. This is what we come up with.
He's got an answer for everything.
Dom's worst habit, without a doubt, is snoring. I feel sorry for you, Bridget.
You are right or wrong, he has an answer for everything. And then when you prove that he's wrong, he can't take it.
He picks his nose and flicks it.
Another thing that really used to pee me off about my brother is car sickness.
Every time he phones me or leaves me a message, he always starts with "Vedak." In that, that's my surname, by the way, for those who don't know. In the most stupid and irritating voice you can ever imagine. And even though I keep telling him it's not funny, no one laughs at his 11-year-old jokes anymore. He persists in doing it every single time. Dominic, drop it, mate. It went out with the arc. All
When
right.
we used to go up to Hemel Hempstead to visit Gran and Gramps, God rest their soul, love them. I used to sit there in the car like that
Hold on, let's see that.
Because I didn't want to hear him puke and I didn't want to smell it. And he just used to be like, into a plastic bag.
Picking his nose.
Running out of stamina at 10 p.m. in the evening.
Stealing lighters.
Well, it's either the heroin or the crack cocaine. I mean, they both really annoy me, but yeah, probably the heroin the most. Really annoying.
Well, there's some quite interesting ones there. I actually quite feel sorry for you too, Bridget. I mean, I haven't shared a bed. Well, I have shared a bed with Dom, but I've shared rooms with Dom, and it is more like being in the proximity of Percy the pig for probably 8 hours of the day, non-stop. Yeah, Dom, sort it out, mate. But anyway, my idea of Dom's most annoying habit is the fact that it doesn't matter where you are. You could be watching TV, you could be out in public, you could be anywhere, and Dom will always tell me, at least 5 times during the time that I'm with him, that I look like someone. It could be anyone. It could be Gavin Hastings, Stuart Barnes, Enrique Iglesias. Really? Apparently though, Dom, you look like a lot of people too.
It'd have to be Napoleon Bonaparte. He's quite military in style sometimes, and he has a small person's complex.
Put a tash on him and he would be Sheriff Buford T. Justice from Smokey and the Bandit.
A chef.
Henry VIII. Could only be. I sort of see him just chucking on like a big bit of chicken.
J.R. Ewing from the 80s classic Dallas.
Henry VIII, without the wires, of course.
Mickey Mouse.
Gandhi, because he's worshipped by the Indians.
Winston Churchill, gotta be, isn't it?
Shrek.
Henry VIII.
I think it'd be Baloo from the Jungle Book.
So Dom, sounds like you look like people too. Shrek, Winnie the Pooh, Napoleon, J.R. Ewing, Gandhi I'm not so sure about, but Henry VIII now, I think they've probably got something there, mate. I think they've definitely got something there. For me, it's Zach Galifianakis or whatever his name is, but Alan from The Hangover anyway, or possibly Sloth from The Goonies. I think that's probably more accurate. Anyway, memories of Dom. I've got 2 really clear ones. Unfortunately, both of them incorporate vomit, so I hope you're not too squeamish at this point. So the first one, in fact, ironically, they both incorporate stag do's as well. I remember an occasion in Prague when Dom was particularly poorly the night before, on the way home from the nightclub, and the next morning, walking through the streets, Dom was pointing out areas where he might have projectile vomited onto the pavement. And in fact, what I would say is not just projectile vomited onto the pavement, they were, 17th century cobbled streets, it was a beautiful place, and that was mine, and that was mine. Yeah, very, very proud of that as well. But what more disturbing was a night when we were in Estonia. This is for chickens, stag do. And walking back from a club, it was daylight, it was about 6 o'clock in the morning, and I seem to remember we're having a bit of a chuckle, like we do, and Dom fell over because he was laughing, genuinely literally fell over and couldn't get up, and I couldn't get him up because I was laughing too much. So I'm there on the floor trying to cajole him to get up, and there's passers-by coming to see if we're okay, and all that sort of stuff. So anyway, we get back to the room. Like I say, it was around about 6 o'clock in the morning, and the first thing that I remember falling asleep and hearing Don going, "Oh, I'm really sick," and then hearing him be ill just as I was like going off to sleep, and it was very nice. And next morning, waking up, hearing the cacophony that is Percy the pig. I think I've already alluded to that, but yeah, Percy the pig in the room, and thinking, I need to go to the toilet, so got up to go for a wee. And as I open the bathroom door, I'm greeted by Dominic, spread-eagled on the floor, in his own sick, with the toilet seat in his hand. Glorious. The room stank for 2 days, Dom. 2 days. Other people have got memories too, and
Dom has been there for me when I've kind of least expected it. When I went through my hard times, he was there, and he was amazing. Amazing.
Walking down Albert Road, 3 o'clock in the morning, pair of horn-rimmed spectacles, like sunglasses, no lenses in them, high-fiving random homeless people, walking across main roads, flagging down taxis, talking to the drivers, all of them of which he seemed to know their first names. Incredible.
He used to do the Big Daddy on me.
Memories. Drinking vodka at 10 a.m. when we were students, and then go back to bed.
And it's affected me.
My lasting memory of Dom is the day we were separated 20 years ago. A sad, sad day.
He just used to...
How happy he was to be holding a big gun in Estonia.
He used to have a game called Pick-Up Sticks, and they had little coloured tips. And the whole point of the game was you'd chuck them on the floor and you'd move the sticks without moving other sticks. But they were really pointed, a bit like darts really. And he used to stand me up against the back of his door and go,
It's a family show, so I'll say Mickey take. Can't miss an opportunity. That boy can't miss an opportunity to take the Mickey out of people. Doesn't matter. You can tell him bad news. Doesn't matter. He'll take the Mickey out of you. You could be run over whilst crossing the street with him, and he'd run over and laugh in your face. Don't get me wrong. He'd help you up after, but only after he'd helped himself up off the floor for laughing at you so much.
apparently when he was about 6 years old, I think we were living in Hill Park Road in Fareham. And Dom went to shut the door with his bum, this glass door. He went to shut the door with his bum and fell straight through the door, breaking the glass. And Dad said Dom's face was an absolute picture.
My lasting memory of Dom would have to be the look on his face whilst we were frequenting a sophisticated gentleman's club on Tony Homewood's stag do in Prague.
In a far, far country long, long ago, there was a school where all the boys wore naval uniform, and some of them on a Saturday morning did drama lessons.
Goldfingers.
Dominic, of course, stood out, and in our production of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, we had open auditions. We let everybody audition for all sorts of parts, and then we allocated them. Now Dominic's part was a key part. He was outstanding. He didn't have to go home and say to his mum, give me an old orange net and some raffia to make me hair to be an Oompa Loompa. He didn't have to go home and say to his mum, can I borrow your makeup and a dress because I'm Violet Beauregard or Veronica Salt? No, Dominic's was a straight part. He was perfectly cast. He did it so well and natural. Dominic was that chocolate-loving little ball of fun, Augustus Gloop.
Some interesting memories there from everybody, but my particular favourite is Maggie Good's anecdote of Dom being Augustus Gloop in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I was an Oompa Loompa. Yeah. Anyway, one of Dom's other favourite games when we're watching TV, apart from saying what personalities I look like, is if they were an animal, what would they be? I always look at Dom and think that he looks a bit like a beaver or a bear of some description, maybe a walrus. But here's what other people thought.
A ginger koala bear.
I think he'd have to be a rhino.
Big cuddly panda.
A dog.
A mole.
Beaver.
A tiger.
Either a hippopotamus, a rhinoceros, or an elephant.
So Dom, what I've known all along really is true, that you do look like a number of different animals at any given time. But moving swiftly on, you guys have been together for 13 or 14 years, and you obviously know what works for you, but I thought it would be interesting to get the wisdom of other people as to what they felt made a successful relationship work.
Don't do it. It's probably too late when you see this message. Don't do it. Stay as you are.
Treat each other once in a while. Don't get complacent.
Never take anything for granted. And on occasions, day to day, when your love gets a little bit lost, always remember the reason you're here today.
Sidney J. Harris once wrote, "Almost no one is foolish enough to imagine that he automatically deserves great success in any field of activity. Yet almost everyone believes that he automatically deserves success in marriage."
Give yourself space when you need it.
Take out the bin, clean the car, everyone's happy.
What that says to me is, you need to work at marriage and make the effort.
There is no romance without finance.
Whatever Bridget asks, the answer's yes. Except for, does my bum look big in this? In which case the answer is most definitely no, dear.
Affectionate. Tell each other your feelings.
Don't fight in bed.
Sort out the snoring, or you won't be married for very long.
Some great advice from everybody there. Something I asked them after that was the burning question, which is on everybody's lips, and that is, what's Dom's favourite breakfast cereal?
Cocoa Pops.
It's got to be Cocoa Pops. Yeah, Cocoa Pops, obviously.
Well, it's got to be Cocoa Pops, isn't it? He loves Cocoa Pops. Loves them.
Cocoa Pops.
Cocoa Pops.
Cocoa Pops.
Cocoa Pops. It's always been Cocoa Pops. Always will be Cocoa Pops. That boy loves Cocoa Pops.
Cocoa Pops.
Cornflakes.
So it looks like an almost unanimous verdict there then, Dom, that your favourite breakfast cereal is indeed Cocoa Pops. Anyway, a couple of weird things I've always found about Dom. First of all, his ability to consume entire cities with his nostrils that are like massive windsocks. But also his ability to expel massive amounts of grunge from his eyes at any given moment.
I texted Bridget and said, "What's the weirdest thing you can think of Dom?" As much as I hate to say it. Oh God. He's got really small nipples.
He leads a double life. He loves hanging around in public steam baths.
It's his unique ability to sweat 35 gallons per gym visit.
His love of sponge.
Dom has 2 belly buttons.
His weird sense of humour, I guess. He thinks he's funny. We all know he's not.
Whilst I was making this film, I thought it was about time to settle the debate once and for all. Dominic Hamblin is an athlete. True or false?
Dom is closer to paraplegic than athletic.
True.
True?
Tell you what, he is a bit of a workhorse, and they give him some weights, he's pretty strong, but give him some circuits and he needs a little bit of training.
True. Clearly.
Of course he is.
False.
True. definitely true. I've seen that guy get himself around the rugby field as well as the back.
True, if you consider darts as being a sport.
Yes, I'd say that's true. So true.
So, there you have it. Conclusive proof that Dom is indeed an athlete. Anyway, this won't go on for much longer. I'm sure there are other people that actually have something to say, so I don't really want to hog the entire time we've got. But I just wanted to say a couple of things. It's actually a pleasure to know both of you guys, Dom and Bridget. You're great friends. I love you both. I'm proud for you to be my friends. You've been there for me through thick and thin. We've had some great laughs together, and I'm looking forward to having some great laughs with you in the future.
Congratulations. I hope you have a fantastic day. I'm sure you both will. I'm so sorry I couldn't be there today.
Hi Dom and Bridget. Congratulations on getting married on the 19th of November 2011. We hope you have a fantastic wedding and a brilliant life together.
Yes.
All our love. Des and Trace.
Congratulations.
Woo!
Lovely life, you two.
Enjoy life together.
We hope you have a nice day and have a nice wedding.
You finally got together and tied the knot. I wish you all the best.
Dominic and Bridget, we hope you have a fabulous day. I wish you all the luck for the future and enjoy your married life together.
My dad never liked Dominic when I was at boarding school with him, and as soon as he heard he was getting married and that I could go, he arranged his own wedding on the same day up in Stirling in Scotland just to make sure I couldn't attend.
Congratulations to you both. We hope you have a very happy day together and the rest of your lives.
I do hope to get down and see you soon and to congratulate you in person. All the best for a great day.
So to the final bit. I really enjoyed making this film for you, Dom, and I hope that you keep this and look back on it someday. And I think everyone else has enjoyed letting you know how they feel about you and taking the mickey out of you, which is, as Vidak made out, probably due, actually. Probably very much due. So I thought it'd be a nice idea for everybody to have the opportunity to sum you up in 5 words.
Dom thinks he is black.
Was a good-looking boy.
Dom is a complete animal.
Courageous, loving, I think. Loyal, crazy, cocky.
The party always follows him.
Funny. Stinky.
Gay. Gay. Gay.
Happy, loyal, considerate, piss taker.
Gay.
Cuddly son of a gun.
Gay.
Amazing friend. Love you, bruv.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to get through this thing called life. Electric word, life, it means forever, and that's a mighty long time. But I'm here to tell you, there's something else. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to get through this thing called life. Electric word, life, it means forever, and that's a mighty long time. But I'm here to tell you, there's something else.
Jump up, and all who want to spread out,